We will be discussing some important events in the life of a bisexual flower, the pollination, double fertilization and post-fertilization events in angiosperms. In the last class we have studied about the pollen grain structure. Today we will be discussing about the pollination. The transfer of gametes is called pollination in plants, where there are two types of self-pollination and cross-pollination. You can see the diagram and you may get the diagram based questions labeled as 1, 2 here in the diagram, and you are supposed to explain the self-pollination and cross-pollination. If the pollen grains are transferred from the anther of a flower to the stigma of the same flower or the stigma of the same plant flower is known as self-pollination. When it is happening to the other flower of another plant, it is called cross-pollination. We have defined it and you have written the definition also by seeing the diagram. Okay. After pollination, the next step happening is double fertilization, which is known as syngamy and triple fusion. You may get a diagram based questions to label the stigma, style or pollen tube and the embryo sac and the egg here in the bottom part of the egg apparatus as shown in the diagram. So why it is called a double fertilization? Because each pollen grain will start germinating to release two gametes, two male gametes. One of the male gametes will be fusing with the egg cell to form zygote. That's why it is called syngamy. And the another one is called a triple fusion or endosperm formation, where the second male gamete will be fusing with the central nuclei to form the PEN, that is primary endosperm nucleus. That's why it is called a triple fusion. So three nuclei are involved in the fusion. You can see here one of the male gamete from the pollen tube is joining with the 2n number, forming 3n number, triple, 3 times. So that's why it's called a triple fusion. So this will be discussed in detail in the classes. Okay. So please remember the diagram based questions for board examination, type of pollination, self pollination and cross pollination, the difference, and also the double fertilization events, how it happens, and the terminologies associated with endosperm formation, syngamy, fusion of gametes, and the double fertilization. Okay. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.